Ready, start. The dictum of a judgment, it is tried has to be understood from the specific facts and the larger interpretation coming out and cannot be based on isolated sentences or observations. Full stop. In this context, we have to look at the various litigations referred to by the learned counsel for the MSRTC, specifically Annexure P-5, which was upheld by this court. Full stop. Annexure P-5 dated 6/3/2012 referred to the extract we made from paragraph 10 of Premlal and directed that the order of the industrial court will be modified to that extent. Full stop. This was approved by a division bench as per Annexure P-6 dated 21/8/2012 and also upheld in Annexure P-7 dated 2/5/2014 on the reasoning that the impugned judgments were in consonance with Prem Lal. Full stop. The order for revision obtained in the year 2015, which was impugned before the industrial court, is said to be in compliance with the decision at Annexure P-5, as upheld by this court. Full stop. We have not been apprised of the essential controversy raised therein, but there can be no quarrel to the proposition that Prem Lal governs the field. Full stop. When the MSRTC asserts that they were only attempting to implement the decision in Prem Lal, they keep silent about the pay fixation in 2010, which was revised in 2015. Full stop. While Prem Lal was pending before this court, as we discerned from Annexure P-8, complaint which led to the present order of the industrial court, there was another complaint of 2006 pending before industrial court in which the claim raised by the workmen was upheld by order dated 13/10/2008. Full stop. It is also asserted by the workmen that the pay fixation of 5/3/2010 was based on the said order of the industrial court, which has not been challenged by the MSRTC. Full stop. Having not challenged the said order, the revision of pay in 2015 by virtue of a subsequent order passed by this court, reaffirming the dictum in Prem Lal, cannot be countenanced. Full stop. Prem Lal was decided by this court on 27/2/2007. Full stop. Immediately thereafter, by Annexure P-4 dated 6/2/2009, directions were issued to implement the same. Full stop. It was subsequent to and by virtue of the dictum in Prem Lal that the 2010 fixation was granted, as we perceive it from the facts disclosed. Full stop. We reiterate, at the risk of repetition, that when the order of the industrial court came on 30/10/2008 and the pay scales were granted in the year 2010, the decision in Prem Lal was already in existence, and before the fixation of 2010, MSRTC had taken steps to implement Prem Lal in 2009. Full stop. The confusion has been created only by reason of the conditions of absorption being applied to the earlier provisions of 1959 and 1978, which Prem Lal itself clarified, operates in different fields. Full stop. We also notice Annexure P-9 reply of MSRTC, submitted to Annexure P-8, which admits that the order in complaint number 422 of 2006 decided on 3/10/2008 was not challenged. Full stop. The contention is that the subsequent writ petitions filed by the MSRTC was in consonance with the 1985 settlement, and the revision of 2015 was necessitated due to the order in Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation versus Sri Arjun Gangaram Wajgikar and others, which is Annexure P-5. Full stop. Annexure P-5 only reiterated Prem Lal. Full stop. We are unable to accept the contention raised by the MSRTC in the appeals, for multiple reasons. Full stop. First and foremost, the 2010 fixation, which is sought to be revised in 2015, was after Premlal and also in compliance of an order of the Industrial Court in the year 2008 semicolon, which order 2 was subsequent to Premlal, granting pay scales as applicable to regular workers, full stop. The order of the Industrial Court in the year 2008 has become final, and the 2010 order of fixation of pay scales in compliance with that order cannot be upset either by reason of a labored interpretation of Premlal or on a subsequent litigation, which resulted in annexures P-5, P-6 and P-7, which also followed Premlal, full stop. Further, there cannot be any contention taken that the eligibility under clause 49 of the 1956 settlement would depend upon the conditions in clause 19 of 1985 settlement, full stop. Both the Industrial Court and the High Court of Judicature at Bombay and the decision in Premlal found that these operate on two different fields, semicolon. One is grant of time scales of pay and the other is absorption, the latter of which is not claimed in Premlal nor has been claimed by the respondent dash workmen herein, full stop. The finding in paragraph 10 of Premlal is to the effect that the workmen would be entitled to all benefits admissible to regular employees working in the MSRTC, provided they satisfy the eligibility criteria of having 180 days service, full stop.